Alright, in this video we will walk through how to access and apply the template to a previously taught course. So step 1 says create a blank Canvas shell, or Canvas course shell. So create a blank course shell on your dashboard by selecting Dashboard from the Canvas global navigation on the far left. So here we've already selected the Dashboard button. Then select the Start a New Course button on the right. So here we have the Start a New Course button. And we're going to give it an identifiable name. So we're going to call this New Course. I'm going to label this Course Template. And I'm going to call this NCT 100. Okay. Then select the Start New button, give the course shell a unique name, and select the Create Course button. So we select Create Course. Step 2 says, you are now in a new blank course shell. In the future, when you go to your dashboard, you will be able to find and access this course shell from there. Let's take a look at that real quick. So if we go to the dashboard, typically it puts new courses down at the bottom of your list. Sure enough, new course, course template. We can access it again. Next, we need to get the template into this blank shell. So to do that, we first select the Canvas, the Commons button from the Canvas global navigation. So here we have this green bar is the Canvas global navigation. And from there we will select Commons. Alright. It says, from the page that appears, type in the search bar, Yavapai College template. So let's do that. And there is a note, it says you may have to type slowly. So and you'll notice that it's already showing up. This is the template here. But just for demo purposes, I'm going to type in Yavapai. And every time you type a letter, it's searching the whole Canvas Commons for courses that match up to what you're typing, and that's why you have to kind of go slow. So the search result is the template, which is what we see here. Click on the template title. So here we have YC Canvas Template A. This is the title. All right. On the page that appears, there will be a large download button. Click it. That's this one here. There will be a list of classes appear with checkboxes next to them. Locate the new course shell that you just created from the list and check the box for it. So let's come down here. Here we go. New course, course template. So we're going to check that box. And then scroll to the bottom of the page and select the Import into Course button. After a minute or so, the template will be in the course shell that you just created. So if we navigate back to the dashboard and come down to the bottom, we'll see the new course template. Alright, and once we click that, we notice now that we have the template into our class. So step 3 says, transfer previous course files into new course. Alright, first let's take a quick look at the modules. So there's a bunch of information in here that we can click through that shows us how to do different things. Just for one more click, under Module 1, we can see some of the template information for the actual course content is in fact all in there. Alright. Okay. So the next step here says, the next step in applying the template to a previously taught course is to copy all of the files from the previous course. To do this, select Settings from the course navigation. That's this down here. Then select Import Course Content from the far right. Course Content, we click on that. On the page that appears, there's a drop-down. Select Copy a Canvas Course. So we're going to select Copy a Canvas Course. Search for and select the course that you need the information from. So let's say that I need to copy information from some Spanish 101 class. Then click the small circular button that says Select Specific Content. Right? So we only want the files in this case. And then we select the Import button. It says that you will notice a new section at the bottom of the page. Click the button that says Select Content. Right? So here's the button that says Select Content. You will notice that there is now a series of checkboxes next to all of the different content types for your course. Select the checkbox next to Files. So down here at the bottom we've got Files. I want to bring in all of those files from that particular course. And then it says, and then we want to click Select Content. So it says, under the Content Jobs section of the page, you will see a progress bar for the transfer. So under Current Jobs, we've got the progress bar for the transfer. So it's still transferring information from those files. Once the transfer is complete, you will see a complete message where the progress bar was. The files from your old course are now in the template. All right. So now if we navigate to the Files section, we'll see that we have all of the files from the previous class are now in here. So step 4 says transfer rich content editor info from prior course to new course. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a random course, and I'm just going to say that this is the course that I was pulling information from. And let's say that perhaps this is a page that has content on it that I'm interested in, right? So we need to copy over the content from the rich content editor from the old course. This is all of the content that you typed for instructions, lessons, etc. To do this, it is recommended that you have the course open that you will be copying content from, and also the template. If you are running Windows 10, you can do split screen by dragging each window to the side of your screen. Here is a video that demonstrates how this can be done. If you've never done split screen, you might want to watch this little video on how to do it. It's basically what we have going on here. I have two different screens next to each other. Now copy text from your course and paste it into the desired location in the template. Okay, so let's say that this is the course that I have, and this information is what I want to copy over. To copy, you can right click and then select copy, or if you know the Control C button for copy, you can do that as well. So if I'm back over here in the template course that I'm building, let's say that I would like to add this content to Module 1, Introduction. All I need to do is come over here, select Edit, and let's say that this particular text that I copied needs to go here. I can backspace and then paste. So then I just pasted all of that information in there. Right? One thing to watch out for is that your images from the old course, they are linked to your old course. So to get around that, you can delete the image and then come over here to Images, and this should have all of the files and images that you imported into the course. Right? So let's say that this was the image. I could click on that and it would place the image in here. And this is good practice to place images from your from this toolbar on the right, so that the image is linked to this class and not another class, a previous class. You, as the instructor, will be able to see the image just fine because you have access to all of your courses. Your students, on the other hand, do not have access to all of your courses. And so they only have access to the content and material for the courses in which they are currently enrolled. So unfortunately, they will not see that image that was here before that we just deleted. So keep that in mind. make sure and place your images. And that's why we imported all of those files into the class, right? So like this image, for example, it's linked to the previous class, so I would delete it and place a different image, or the current image from the files section for this class in there. Okay? So the process is that you are actually rebuilding your class, but you're using your previous content. All right. Let's see. When you're placing images, if you upload a new image, be sure and give it some alt text. And then upload. The alt text helps students with disabilities, when they come across an image, to know what that image is about. So when you type in a description or an alt text, make sure it describes as well as possible the image that is placed. Also, if your image takes up a lot of space, you can right justify or align right the image, and you'll notice that the text will wrap around it. If you place an image and you have a block of text and you see that the text is just too close to the image and it doesn't look good, feel free to contact us in Tails and we can help you get some additional padding around the image. All right, a couple of other tips to note. Under the Pages section for the template is a page called Type Style for Pages, and it shows the setup for all of the pages in the template. So it tells for this particular header what size header it is and what font size it is, and if it's italicized or not. So this way you can follow the same type styling throughout the content that you place in the template, so that there is consistency across your whole course and students don't get confused with different sized text or headers and such. Also, when doing lists, be sure to highlight your list. So if I had a list in my class, be sure to highlight the list and use the list functions that are given in Canvas. This allows for a specific type of formatting. And you notice how the space between content is smaller, the space between lines becomes smaller, and when the bullets come in. Right? And yeah, so a couple of things to note. Just make sure and follow the type styling for consistency. And as far as image editing, make sure you have your alt text in there. And if you're going to align right, feel free to contact us if you're interested in more padding. Also, if you need to duplicate or copy one of these text boxes, if you select just before it and drag all the way down to just past it, you can then copy that text box and then paste another one. So if you need multiple text boxes, you can easily copy and paste them, and that goes for any of the elements really in the class. You can just select before and after, and then to copy and then paste. Right? So last step, step 5, for quiz questions. When it comes to quizzes, you do want to, so if I'm in modules, and let's say that there was a quiz here that was supposed to be quiz for week 1, you're not going to actually bring that quiz over from the other class. What you'll do, and the reason for that is because you have all of this content here. So what you do want to do is you want to select Edit and go to Questions, and you want to select the Find Questions button. And so it's really easy to rebuild your quizzes from other classes. So let's say that the actual quiz that has all the questions is from this 101 class that's Test 1. Right, so it pulls up all of the questions from that particular test in that class. And you can see the class, it has the CRN, 32715 in this case, and that test has 35 questions. So I can just click on the Select All button, scroll to the bottom, and add the questions. Canvas then quickly places all of those questions in there. I just rebuilt this quiz in a matter of seconds. Obviously, under the Details tab, just click on the different parameters that you want for the quiz and select Save. And now when I go to Modules, I have, within seconds, rebuilt this quiz. If there are specific instructions for the quiz, I can copy them and paste them over into the quiz instructions section. So, all right, so that's how to quickly get your quiz content over. You are actually rebuilding a course, but there is a lot of copying and pasting and such that comes into play, and it can be done in a quick fashion. The benefit to all of this is that once you are done, if you follow the template, you have a class that, number one, follows the online course standards for Yavapai College. You've also met many, if not all, QM standards for Quality Matters, and so you can go through a review process rather easily and have your course nationally certified if you need that to be the case. It's just really easy to do. If nothing else, you can just use the template for a quick and easy way to really spruce up your class without having to worry about a lot of design standards and colors and such. It's already been done for you. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the template. If you have any questions or if something isn't quite working right, feel free to contact us in TELS and we can help out. And that's pretty much it. Good luck, and we'll talk to you later.